Real good one.
Alright, so back here in King's Pass. Second time, of course. Both runners looks like they're having quite a comfortable time.
Yeah. So it should, as you can also see by the timer, RealSdf is slightly ahead of Jackman. We don't really have a way to fix that, so just look at the timer in between loads. That should give you a good idea of who's ahead.
Yeah, both runners having a spectacular King's Pass, I think. Both pretty good.
Pretty good. It's
oh, it was 51 from Rio. And a 52 from Jackman.
Still
very
good.
Close. I think it's a little bit less than a second gap between the two.
Yeah.
But of course, King's Pass is only the beginning here.
Yeah, we'll really start to get into more interesting stuff while we're... Yeah, the first part of the run is basically just being good, just practicing a lot.
I would argue it's you can argue that's for every part of the run.
Yes, but the more RNG heavy parts are they're definitely, it starts around.
We're going to have a drop. Both runners opting for a mid drop and not getting hit on the way down.
Yeah, so that's something for the newer people here. Should explain what that is. As you can see, both runners are opening their inventory. The reason for that is because Team Cherry's coding is amazing. That uncaps your fall speed, which has two benefits. One is that it uncaps your fall speed, so you just go really fast. Second one is that it can cancel a hard drop, which is a mechanic where if you're falling at max speed, there will be a slight stun effect when you hit the ground. You avoid that when you're using an inventory drop. You'll see that being used.
Looks like the timer is almost synced up at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's because there are just minor time saves on either end. So.
Alright, now both runners heading to False Night at around the same time. Well, we could take this moment to talk about what we can expect from this race. So Jackman has, I believe, a 32:44 personal best on Spearman.com.
Correct.
Andrew has I think a 33 something.
It's a 33:39.
Yeah, so around like a 40-50 second difference.
It's exactly 45 seconds. So, yeah, it can honestly go either way. Jackman has a slightly better time, but of course, can mess up.
Yeah, it's always a personal best.
It's true.
I think maybe Jackman's low timing slightly smaller or slightly shorter because he's pulling ahead in the timer right now.
He's slightly ahead, about a second. First frame jump, always nice to see.
Right. Looks about like a 332 vengeful spirit split for both runners.
That's, yeah. It's just these runners are so consistent. It's awesome to see how consistent the early game is.
Alright, now both runners will have to
Try plank on Jackman's end. That means basically you're standing a perfect distance away from the planks that you don't take knockback. That's a really cool trick.
Oh, gets a double plank Jackman right there. And also Rio. Yeah. That's just when you hit both the flanks. As if Rio is going to take 1 damage though from the roly-poly.
So here's the first RNG part, and first spit, second spit for Jackman.
And Rio's going to get a first one. Love to see it. This is where we know everyone's gonna keep track of what's the maximum number of spins in a tournament, and so far
Expect.
it's 2, which is pretty good.
Yeah. That can it's of course it's possible you just get 10 spits and your entire run is thrown, but that
Alright, here
doesn't
in this
happen.
in this big room, both Jackman and Rio are going to try to collect 6 soul. Yeah, Jackman is going to
Yes.
jump up to hit the tick tick.
RealSdf taking another hit of damage. So this is a mechanic that this is exclusive to this patch and lower. What they're doing is you saw just on RealSdf's screen, they are fireballing so that the fireball ends inside the Baldur's hitbox. Unfortunate on RealSdf's part, didn't hit the fireball skip.
Yeah.
But what happens is the fireball gets stuck in a Baldur's hitbox and just multi-hits it. So just insta kills. Saves a lot of time in that room, not having to collect a full soul meteor. I speak as a consistent current patch runner. That's one of the most painful parts of the run.
First fireball skip. Okay, Jackman gets it. No problem. Rio's also going to get full soul before going to that. To this big fireball skip. Rio has no problem.
So this one is slightly easier than the one that's coming up next. That one's a little more tricky. That one cleanly performed. So that second one, it is possible to do it with one fireball, but that's a lot harder. So.
Oh, RealSdf's not gonna get the second fireball. Oh, he's gonna get on the second try. Very well done, but that does put Rio at a slightly uncomfortable 2 out of 5 masks.
Yeah.
Oh, but Jackman also on the other screen. The Moss Knight did not cooperate and jump backwards and kind of caught him off guard. That means he is going to have to use all of his soul. And if he wants to fight the Moss Knight later, he has to collect 9 more hits of soul.
Yeah, so here's a little bit of a thing. It's the old route is the runner goes up there, checking the screen, to kill the Vengefly King and get 65 geo that way. However, it was recently found, pretty recently, thought to be faster to kill the Moss Knights down there and collect that geo, which saves you having to kill a Devout at Beasttown. Both got the nice pattern, so it's possible that the right Moss Knight spawns walking to the right, and when it does that, you have to delay your fireballs so that they hit both. That's very annoying.
Jackman is going to fight Hornet for a little bit. Hornet is absolutely getting pummeled though.
Yeah, as always in these runs.
Looks like to be a very sick Hornet fight from Jackman. Rio though still only on 2 HP, but should not be too big of an issue.
No. RealSdf is getting a little unlucky with the pattern. Hornet is attacking a little around him, but nothing he can't make up.
And so here we have around a 756 quit out from Jackman and Rio 805. So around 9 seconds behind for Rio at the moment at the end of the cloak split.
Next up is Mantis Claw. Yeah,
there's 2 ways. It's going to be quite a movement happy split.
Yeah, there's a lot of. There's a few interesting. It's unfortunate with the inventory drop for Jackman. And static slash, nice. So that's the little turnaround slash that Jackman did at the end. That's called a static slash. It saves.
Oh, Jackman takes a dunk. Yeah.
Ooh.
Barely misses the dash there.
So that slash saves, I believe, is like .1 second or something. It just looks cool. Okay.
Oh, Real is going to also
This is the exact
take a
same
dunking axe.
mistake.
Yeah, just to even the playing field a little bit here.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's not
coming up for Jackman here is the E-Pogo, and I think Jackman, yeah, is going to damage tank and poke off the explosion.
So that's a slightly. That's a newer variant of it. It's slightly faster. Of course, it does.
Also looks very stylish. Oh,
It
Jackman!
looks really cool. Oh, he missed this pogo. Oh no. That's a lot of time.
He's trying to get. Oh, okay. He
God.
has gonna have to go the long way around. Oh, take 1 damage. Now back on 1 mask. Barely misses the flying mantis.
Please die.
But looks like he'll make it just fine. Oh, he's thinking about it. Don't do. Okay.
Okay. I thought
Real
it
on
was
the,
going
Real on the other hand, also on 1 HP.
Oh, man, that mantis is not cooperating. It's literally. How is the mantis
missed?
It missed him 3 times. How? That's unlucky. So yeah, Jackman is
Still around.
It's alright.
Yeah, Jackman went from I believe around 9 seconds ahead to 9 seconds behind because from having to go the long way around in Mantis Village.
Twice he tried to make up for it by poking the big mantis, but just wouldn't cooperate. So. Next up is Salubra, with the most relevant charm in the game. The Shaman Stone, of course, our beloved.
As we can see, the runners on the way right now are trying to collect 6 out of 9 solo, which will help them fight Gruzmother.
Yeah, the Gruzmother is going to go down very fast.
Jackman here has 4, and Rion has 3. So
I will say
get 3 hits of soul in the near future.
I'm not very. I don't know the geo amounts of any percent from the top of my head. But
well, they look to be pretty good. Well, I mean, right now they need 206. Since they went Moss Knight, that's totally fine.
Yeah, of course.
Since they went Moss Knight, if they're missing like a little bit of geo at the end of Beast End, then they can always just break a couple rocks to get around. I think 40 geo, which is very safe overhead.
Do both runners do Moss Knight Rod? Yes, they do.
Yeah. Oh, well, spectacular camp for Jackman, killing all 7 small Gruzzes. Alright, and here we're gonna see a clamp for Rio. Only misses 1. No, oh, and there's 1 on the top. Oh, still a stealthy guy, didn't even see him.
And now it's death time. So
first of all, I have to pick up Sly.
Pick up, yeah, but taking damage on the way to Sly to boost them in the right direction. Saves a little bit of time, I guess. And Jackman's dead.
Rio's gonna accidentally fireball instead of opening the dialogue.
And we're still hoping they don't get the fireball. Oh, Jackman got a
Jackman can
fireball.
still recover from this. Alright. It's only around 1 or 2 seconds.
Yeah, it was a pretty late fireball.
Jackman's gonna try to get a walkling. Oh!
And yes.
He's going to have it. Stylishly gliding across Blue Lake.
So that's something you should mention. The walkling here, Real does it too. That is allowed, because the way the no major glitches work is
walklings are cool.
In part is walklings are cool, but basically if you can get through if you have the proper things to get through an area without using any glitches, you're allowed to use some minor glitches to do it faster. That's how no major glitches work, so that's allowed. That's the point. And the walking storage, what it is basically you're just attaching and deattaching yourself from an imaginary wall. It's very scuffed.
Alright, both runners are coming up on a dream nail sequence. A couple of the platforms here. If the runners are going to be going quite fast, so
Yeah.
taking a fall from one of these platforms could be quite tilting, but I don't think we'll see it here. Jackman
Yeah.
showing us a very fast dream nail sequence.
Yeah, they just know what platforms are gonna appear before they even appear. It's almost like they played the game before. And that is a 1342 Dreamwell split for Jackman, I believe.
Yeah. Looks around like 1330 for real.
Yeah, 36. About. Serpentex, thank you for the 3 gifted indeed. Everyone enjoyed our emotes.
Right now,
Also,
for both runners coming up, City of Tears.
So City is where where the big geo collection happens. They need in order to get the Lumafly Lantern. Nice walking sword from Real there. In order to get the Lumafly Lantern, they're gonna need 1800 geo and a little bit over it for some other minor geo purchases.
Around 2350 by the time they're leaving.
Which is gonna be mainly accomplished by just selling a bunch of relics to Len. Unfortunate placement from the guard by Jackman.
Alright, so both runners have taken 1 damage so far as Spire, and I believe we won't see either of them benching at King Station.
Probably
so this is a decision that runners have to take, whether they want to bench here at City before going to Watcher Night. So there's 2 areas they can bench. They can bench at King Station or Watcher Spire.
Yes. So, yeah, the King Station, that is the safe option. Watcher is the... I guess if you die to Watcher, happen to die to Watcher Nights, it is nice to have the bench there, but...
Yeah, something to note is if they decide to bench at neither locations and they take a death to from Watcher Nights, they're respawning back at the bench outside of Salubra. At which case, essentially the run just ends, since they can't stage skip again to get the geo back.
Yeah, no, well, there is
well, they lose the geo.
Technically, there is a skip, which is called... I'm looking it up right now. It's called the Lubra Skip Nail Walk. I'm not sure. I didn't ask, but I'm not sure if the runners agree to allow Nail Walk.
I don't believe so.
But I think most runners are against that, so I assume that we're just gonna assume that it's not allowed.
Yeah, so neither runner, I believe, benched. They're very confident in their Watcher Nights fight. Jackmanlol already taken 1 damage so far.
I think that wasn't in that was
taking additional damage. Yeah, he just didn't heal coming in.
Shut up.
Just quite risky, but I believe he probably most likely thinks he's behind. Jackman's already on 2 HP. There's still 2 more knights.
Yeah. So the strategy here is basically keep the Watcher Knights to one side and use...
Oh, Jackman was the clutch parry here. Saves him from taking 1 damage. Jackman's going to get away with it just fine. We, on the other hand, having 3 HP at this point. On these last 2 nights. Oh, see the Watch Knights doing no bouncy bounce. The troll bounce. It looks like
It's a
neither
little
of
bit
them
of
will
an
have
feel.
too much issues with Watcher Knight, so
No, I mean, yeah,
fair
it's
enough. They're pretty good runners. Alright, Lurian picked up here for Jackman. On 1757 here.
Nice. We're right about even here, I think.
Yeah. Alright, looks like Real's actually falling slightly behind. Oh no, but only around 2 seconds. So this race is actually getting a lot closer.
The Real got a little bit of an unfortunate pattern with the Watcher Knights just going, doing the bounce, the high bounce attack a lot. But he still played around it very well.
Yeah, we're going to have a few moments of rest, as mostly the runners are just looking to collect Geo to afford the Lumify Lantern and all the other good things in life.
Indeed.
Yeah,
I love that upswing.
Hey, free soul is free soul. Any extra soul they get here, cool. They can keep for Crystal Peaks.
It's just that's the kind of just like, if you ever wonder what the reason is a runner's doing something, usually the answer is it looks cool or it saves time or both.
Alright, so Jackman here is going to get this cresting city. He's going to need 2
so this is
skips
a cool little kit.
He's got 1, and he needs the Flying Knights to...
he's
going to run up. He's going to get hit out of it though, no problem.
That Vengefly, like pogo there, that's a lot harder than it actually looks. Like he got very high up there. That's impressive. And Real is doing the same thing. Very nice.
Yeah, looks to be quite good for Rio right here. He's trying to try to jump off of this.
Slightly alternative strategy that I think it looks faster. I don't really know if it's faster.
I believe it to be slightly faster. Anyways, in any case, Jackman here was 2371 Geo coming out of them.
That's
going to be a co-piece amount of Geo for whatever he needs next.
We're not any percent runners. We don't know the Geo amounts.
Yeah, it's definitely good enough. 2371.
Pretty sure it is.
Yeah, and Rio coming out was 2366.
Maybe Jackman killed some city enemies. I don't know.
So Rio, so they're both have plenty of.
And that's a cool thing from Jackman there. He fireballs the toll so that the stack is, and then immediately leaves the room so that the stack's there and he doesn't have to wait for the stack to come there. That's cool.
I think advantage of the fact that the timer is paused during load.
Yeah. I'm just not having to wait for the stack.
Oh, Rio, they're going for the 6 jump. He's going to. Oh no, he's going to barely miss the platform.
That's a jump that like every runner always goes for it because it's just so cool when you do pull it off, but it's very hard.
And also doesn't really do much. Aside from looking cool, obviously.
Too much. When you do it, it saves like 0.5 seconds. If you miss it, it loses like a second or so.
Now Jackman here coming through Infested Crossroads here. These big bench flies could be quite troubling, but it looks like Jackman is not going to have any difficulties at all. He's going to go into peaks with full HP and full soul.
I know the fastest special right now, but could the two runners theoretically played on different versions in a race? Theoretically, yes, but yeah, this is just the fastest. So the 1.5 any percent is also Bogx.
Okay.
Also, 1.5 Bogx is not something you want to try. I just want to mention that. I hate it.
Alright, here, coming to the long rooming peaks. Jackman here is going to
Oh,
damage tanks through the laser.
too fast. It was too fast for God Pixel.
He's
So
also
there's a
going
little,
to go to right side in this room.
there's a little window in where the like the crystal, I'm not sure what they're called, like the crystal dudes with the lasers. When the laser is horizontal, there is a small little pixel where you can actually go through the laser and not take damage. That's called God Pixel. But yeah, Jackman went through the room too fast to even use it, so just damage tanked.
And I was not going to use a fireball to skip one of these platforms. He's going to damage
And
tank on this laser.
cycle. That damage tank allows you to do this.
Very fast
looks
cycle.
cool.
And
Under flat-
he's
oh,
also going
yeah.
under flat. Yeah, okay.
That's another one. It looks cool. It barely saves time, and it looks cool.
And if you die to the spikes, really sucks. Oh, Rio. Oh,
Oh,
trying to open
no.
the inventory. It was on the ledge. Having a slight amount of difficulty here, but no,
So
it should be no issues.
someone quit out on the crystal dash
Oh,
for Jack.
Rio. Oh, actually,
Okay. That was
barely
a
missed the platform.
that was a good save, but
Yeah.
that's still unfortunate. Also, the reason they're throwing the fireball there is because your dash refreshes in midair if you dash off a platform, but it takes a little bit. So they're using the fireball to stall for time.
Coming from Jackman here is, and Rio is going to be Fox Canyon, which is a relatively peaceful area, but first thing is going to be a...
As long as you don't
drop.
attack anything, it's pretty peaceful.
Yeah, we'll see what I will drop. Jackman goes for. It's going to go for this.
Dynamic drop.
Yeah.
2316 quit out on RealSdf side, which means he's around 17 seconds behind. And time for Umu. So this is a very major factor in the speedrun. If Umu is nice and does good attacks, and two, if the runners actually pull off the Umu 2 cycle. If not, that costs you around 20 seconds. So, and first do no miss by Jackman, that's fine. There's another window for it, and he has enough soul. Jackman getting pretty good pattern with Umu.
Just gonna get one more dream now and try to go for it.
Yeah. That looks
He
good.
gets the first
Very
cycle.
good.
Oh, it's also
good.
gonna get 2 dream now.
That's close. So the idea is to keep Umu in around the center platform, and then you can basically stun lock Umu. And 2
Very
cycle,
nice.
but pretty good. Let's see. Real starts off with the slow attack.
On the other screen, Jackman tried to get that walking storage, but didn't quite get it. That's
Another
Alright.
slow attack for Real.
that Umus looks kind of low.
That's
Should
very
be okay
low.
though. Yeah, as you can see, Rio.
Fine. On
Actually,
the low
it's
side,
completely
but
fine.
it's still fine. And that's very good. Another Drino.
It's going to take 1 damage for it though.
That's fine. I mean, you get a full heal from picking up the Drino.
Oh, Rio's going to be down to 1 HP.
Real don't die. Please.
Cannot
Oh, I
damage
can.
tank. Okay.
No. Okay, no, that was a very good recovery. That's incredibly difficult.
Oh, okay.
Because usually you damage tank Umu, so he stays in the place. Rio obviously couldn't do that. Nice walkling storage, by the way.
Cannot take a dunk in this acid right now.
No!
Oh!
Oh! He
Catch the
didn't
Chris.
bench. Oh god.
Oh, and
That might be over. Unless Jackman messes up somewhere like
well, at least he killed
like
Umu, so
dying
he
in
doesn't have to kill him
defense.
again.
I mean, yeah. No, you don't have to kill Umu again, but
Yeah.
that's far. That's probably one of the more punishing deaths in the speedrun. That's painful. Yeah, Jackman is just beelining it to Hera. Time for QGA.
Here we go. First try. Narrowly misses that explosion. So I think that death is probably around 3 minutes. Well, maybe 2 actually, because no Umu.
That is. That's cool. It's in the stream. There's a small shy on Lem's desk. That's really cute.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either. Blue would just Sierra love. Yes.
Alright, Jackman now making his way through Queen's Gardens. Let's just dismantle the mantises.
Did you have to? That's such an old joke.
Oh!
Come on. Okay, so
Gonna
this.
make his way past. Has yet to take any intended damage. Well, unintended damage, let's say.
Yeah.
Not
So
really
this.
stopped by this Weaver either.
So a lot of runs here actually do this section out nice. Dashes into spike.
Bunks.
A lot of runners do this section in the complete darkness, but because you need lantern for this category, you can just do it in the light.
Yeah,
So
so we
that's
need to get Lantern for Crystal Peaks, otherwise we cannot get through that gate.
yeah. Otherwise, you have to get Descending Dark, or not Descending Dark. Desolate Dive.
That's a data, yeah.
It was like it was once theorized that it could be faster and it was like timed, but that involved a really scuffed skip that was basically impossible. So yeah, that wasn't very viable. Sadly.
Alright, Jackman's going to head into Beast then. I believe we're going to see a quit out and a devout skip. Since he
Yeah,
cannot
they
collect
gotta
all the soul. Real coming up on QGA. Also, very nice QGA.
So the first
No
devout
dunks in the acid.
skip indeed. It's possible. There's a few different methods to skip it. It depends on what I believe. It depends on what you. It depends on what the devout does. So it's moving backwards. That's a fortunate one. So it can also instantly attack. In which case I believe you have to parry it, which is annoying. But
Oh, Real, the Mantis is not quite cooperating though. And we'll see if he gets the 2 Mantises. Yeah, okay, it's going to get a double hill on this one, the second one.
and a nice little damage warp. Yeah, yeah, unless.
Oh, Jackman! He misses the spider. Can't quite get through the corridor, but it's going
Doesn't
to be
save
alright.
the drop. You need to see it. No drop save. Sad.
Our Jackman was a mostly smooth-looking beast then. We'll see
Yeah.
if this about cooperates. Hello? Okay.
Nice
There we
damage
go.
tank. Yeah, there it is. And
Jackman is going to get
he missed. He's missing 2 Geo. Oh god. So
Oh,
you
it should
need
be
200.
okay.
Yeah, I think this kills some spider, I think.
Well, there's just that rock conveniently placed in his path, so he's probably just gonna hit it once, get the 2 geo, and be on his way.
Aside from that, it's not like it's not RealSdf is recovered very well. Like, he's pretty much playing flawlessly. Besides that, but so is Jackman.
Yeah, RealSdf has a lot of time that he needs to make up somehow.
Yeah, so unless Jackman like somehow dies to Hollow Knight or so, it's, we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, and we do see Jackman hitting the rocks for a little bit. He's going to get his 250 geo that he needed to go back to Drumouth. And here we're going to see the same trick that we saw at King Station. Jackman's going to use the Fireball to remotely trigger the stack station. Alright. So Jackman here coming up on the final boss, and Real getting to Beast End, but keep in mind that Real's timer is around 20 seconds behind due to load times.
Yeah, they do use there is a certain mod called load normalizer, which I'm pretty sure that they should be using it at least. But
well, Real would have had to gone through more loads, I believe.
Yeah. That's very nice. Yeah. There's just more loads. Yeah. But Jackman entered blue egg.
Black egg.
Sensing.
Real's taking a lot of damage though from these spiders. Down to 2. He needs one more to get. He needs at those 2. Okay, it's gonna go down to 1. Puts him in a weird situation where he needs to heal, but he also needs soul. And it's going to take 1 damage on the spider. Okay.
Yeah,
this is still a very. Oh, he's going to take.
Real.
Zavao going to jump backwards, and Real was unable to get past.
But it's still, that sucks.
That's probably. I think this is probably one of the worst death, because well now he has to go back through.
But that's gonna suck with Soul Gathering too, I think.
Yeah, well he still has to get through the spiders.
And he has to kill. Where's the shade there?
It should be. You know, he needs to go a bit further, I believe, since he died at the very end.
Snipe that snipe from the spider.
On the other end, though, Jackman's having a good time with Hollow Knight.
Yeah, that's. Also, good to inform you. So the Hollow Knight, as you can see on Jackman's screen, while the Hollow Knight's doing that stabbing, every single instance of damage on Hollow Knight is converted to 1 damage. So that's what you don't want. That attack is what you do want. That is very nice. If you can just stand there without getting hit, it looks threatening.
That's enough. He's going to try to first scrim, barely misses.
That's too bad. Yeah, but he's still fine.
But he's still miles ahead right here.
And
looks like we just a little bit away. Okay.
That's a good time.
GG for Jackman. It's going to be I guess 33.
Yeah, 33.
Real just finished off, and we'll be heading to Hollow Knight himself.
GG indeed.
And that's going to be a 33-18.
That's a disgusting time. That's number 15 on the leaderboards. That beats number 15. That's insane.
Alright, Real is going to pick up the shade
in a race
on the way out. Barely have enough for the train ticket home.
Yeah.
Well, I guess what is 10 to spare, so it's not. Yeah,
it's pretty lenient in this category.
Voilà.
Alright, so Real now taking the stack home.
Home.
Repeating, yeah, well, temporary home.
Technically, home is the abyss, no?
But we're not going there anytime soon.
No.
Here, oh, it's gonna pause. Not get the landing lag.
Yeah. That's another. That's the second property of inventory drop that I explained somewhere in the beginning. Just don't get a heart full. You don't get a stun. Did it? Is anyone else like notice whenever like the seal? You can see it on real screen when he exits. Like when the seal reforms, there's the hornet. There's like the hornet face is.
Oh, it could be just a crescent.
Wishes. No, it's every time.
Yeah.
I've not seen anyone talk about it, but it's basically like the hollow, like the something. The hornet space.
I don't believe it's
like,
there unless it's sealed something.
Yeah, but that's supposed. But like in the flash, where like before the full seal reforms, you can see the hornet face, and then it just the 3 different. It's probably just because they didn't use support animations for that. I just
Takes
replaced them.
really damage.
That's fair.
I do not
He has
think that
a
was
really nice pattern. Okay, nice fish shot. He gets 2 parries. Okay. So just to explain, what you want is the Hollow Knight to dash. What you don't want is the Hollow Knight to parry.
So when the Hollow Knight
dashes, you can double him. Parry, you can't hit him.
Oh, Real is seems like maybe getting a little down to 2 HP. Probably take a heal or 2. Or it's gonna take 2
Fine.
for some safety.
But there it is. Set all the damage is gonna focus on it. It's very yeah, that's the one attack you want in this first phase. That you can
not enough to go into the last phase, but okay. Alright, looks like that's just probably I'm gonna try to get a screen.
yeah.
No, it's not
No,
gonna.
only gets
It's
it.
so early. Yeah, it's so early.
That's on
jump. Oh, it's going to be down at 1 HP. Oh, it's doing fireball that revolving. Almost pushed him back. Almost pushed him back into that hallway. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be barely alright. Oh, it's gonna miss the focus. Because he's just so and he goes slow earlier. Alright, and that's going to be 18G for Real as well. Probably not what Real was hoping for at the start.
So just look at this seal. I want to like a bit. So,
it's gonna be 36, 20.
GG's for Real in the chat too. Like here, the flash. You see the hornet face.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like
Weird.
that's... Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Alright, so we're gonna have the runners in here for an interview. About right now.
GG.
Alright, GG's, congratulations on your runs.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Jackman.
Thank you.
Alright,
We're getting caught in the stream. Right. So both runners, first reaction?
Right now.
Good run, but 2 deaths. I mean, it's
Alright,
unfortunate.
GG's, congratulations on your runs. I think the first test was super unfortunate.
Congratulations,
Like, you got
Jackman.
all the hard part, right?
Yeah.
So we got a 2 Psycho
Thank
Umu,
you.
got the Walking as well. We just
Yeah.
barely
we're
focused
getting
on Kenny
off.
Acid, so it's super unfortunate, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I think
like
the problem,
2-3 minutes.
was... Yeah, no, it only lost 1 minute and 14 seconds about.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
unfortunate part was I tried to play it safe, but that threw me off, and then I dunked. Yeah, I
Yeah.
should have done the thing I usually do.
Yeah, you recovered it well, but still, like, yeah, Jackman, you ran really well. I just checked on the leaderboards. You just beat the number 15, so that's a pretty disgusting run considering
Yeah,
it.
I'm super happy with that. I gotta say, like outside of that disaster of a mantis village
Yeah.
room,
Ah.
I'm extremely happy with like everything else in the run.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful.
That's
So
that just is a 32 without that happening. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I did not expect to do this well. Honestly, I'm shocked at
Yeah.
how well this went for me.
Jackman, it seems that Nerf really wants you to kill Myla.
Sure, I'll do it for you.
Let's do it.
All right.
I am the world record holder for Mila percent after all. So I gotta do my due diligence.
Dude,
Really gotta
the
show
honor.
them how it's done.
Go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
well,
no,
let's-
I mean, what else? I guess I got like a nice. I got really good room RNG. I got second best.
Yeah, you got
Um,
like,
Yeah, go ahead.
it was pretty. Yeah, you got. I think you got one slow attack or something, or two.
I
maybe-
got two. Yeah, it's the same as I have in my actual PB. I saw,
Yeah.
which is yeah, 3 fast, 2 slow. And
Real,
then
I believe.
I got just first try QGA very clean. Yeah.
I did real, by the way. Hey. But real, I believe you got like the you got 2 slow and 1 fast, I believe.
I don't really
Oops,
recall my
Milo's
room
died.
honestly.
Milo's
Yes.
dead. Oops.
Yes. Oops.
Myla is in fact dead because I killed her.
Nice.
It's pretty rough. Hate
My
to
bad.
see
My
it.
run starting. My run started with a 0.6 gold and Vengeful Spirit. That was nice.
Oh damn,
Damn.
nice.
Yeah.
I think it was like
Yeah.
51 King's Pass.
Yeah, 51.9, I think.
That was
it's pretty
yeah,
sick.
yeah. You got a really good King's Pass, like 59.9. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I sorry by the way for the swear. I hard
Yes.
fell. I
Hmm.
hard
Yeah.
fell in King's Pass. Yeah. That's just I had a lot of nerves for the first until post rafters. I think I was really nervous,
Yeah.
and then there's just something just came over me, and it just worked. I felt very confident after that for some reason.
Yeah, we
Your
can
reference
see it in
was-
your performance as well. It's very well done.
Thank you.
Anything you guys want to say to each other before we wrap up?
Amazing race.
Yeah,
I
it was
played
fun.
very well. You played very well.
Yeah, it looked like you. I mean, I didn't watch stream at all during, but it looked like you weren't that far behind when about when I finished.
He weren't. No, he wasn't. Weren't. Nice. He wasn't. No, he wasn't very far behind, and until the Umu, he was. I think he was around.
I think
8
in that
seconds
round, yeah,
behind.
8-9 seconds.
Yeah, but 25-16 Umu.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, I'm ran out of name. You know the bracket ways better than I do, but I believe Real isn't out yet, right? There's a losers bracket, or
Well, it's not elimination, so it's Swiss, so you can lose every match, and you'll still always. Well, it's gonna have 5 matches, just for being in a tournament. So the way it's gonna be
Alright.
scheduled is next round. We're gonna have all the winners from this round play against all the other winners, basically, and the losers from this round play against all the other losers in this round.
I see.
And then we're just gonna keep repeating it for 5 rounds before we going to the elimination bracket.
Yes.
Sorry, I
Hmm?
just remembered one thing about that run. The double I got on the last devout.
Yeah.
I've never had that before. That was
Oh.
kind of
I didn't notice. I wasn't.
I didn't even notice either.
yeah. When after I did my first 2 fireballs and then like dashed closer to do the third one, it backed up and took a double, so I got to keep an extra cast of soul going into THK.
That's. I base my thinking of like doubles. I base it around the fact that I hear them, and we didn't. Rifle in chat. What happened in Beast Den? Jackman got very clean and real took an unfortunate death.